A sold-out and absolutely rocking Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL. In addition,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Conner, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Conner, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Right back to Conner here on 1st. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the 41, Brady. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there. 1st down. On 1st down, Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game, but you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They run with counter. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Check.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And that is going to be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Complete to Watson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw is Brady. Dorsett's got it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, it's the one weekend of the year where we get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game. Then Broncos and Raiders, Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and also the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game at 10:30 Eastern. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example.
After reviewing the play, the line on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Charlie.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things, because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first down, it's Samuels. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, a run with Connor. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
180. Hey, alert. 50.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 2nd down now. It's White. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Brady going to throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Pats Patriots take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Single. It's now 3rd down and 6. Check it, reload!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to White. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 14-6. A minute 55 remaining. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. He's back to throw. Washington's got it. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, but pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Open man is Switzer complete. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and long, it's Rudolph. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you